Hello and welcome. Today we're checking out Atom RPG Trudograd. This is it's turn-based post-apocalyptic RPG being developed by Atom Team. This is actually a sequel to Atom RPG, which came out just a couple years ago here, maybe 3 years ago. I don't actually remember when that first hit, but it has a very old-timey Fallout or Wasteland feel to it. We are we build ourselves a character and set out into the wasteland and, well, kind of do whatever you want to do. It's very open-ended and open-worldy kind of a feel to this thing. But anyway, let's try it out, though, and see what we can do here. Now, this is... They say it's a sequel to Atom RPG, and it certainly is. So there are going to be events that happened in Atom RPG that if you haven't played before, you might be a little bit lost, from what I understand. This takes place 2 years after that. Now, also, we can pick a character. We can choose one that's already in the game. Of course, we can go in here and we can create one as well, which has a lot to it. So we can come over here and we can pick Vladik. So Vladik, we can choose how much strength he's got. This is a long, timey process. I'm just going to grab one of the already built ones. But there's all kinds of different abilities and stats. And we can change attention, which changes our skills down here. We have a lot of skill points to spend as well on certain things. And we can also choose distinctions. Maybe we're a sexy beast. We give bonus to personality and barter. Maybe we're just big-boned. Or we're a bloodthirsty ogre. Which gives perks to these things over on this side. And yeah, there's a massive amount of detail. But in the interest of seeing the game, we're going to play one of these guys. We're going to go with... She's weak. Uses pistols but avoids violent altercations altogether. That ain't me. We got this crafty guy. We've got the strong and agile guy. And we have the rifle specialist. Let's go with the medic, lucky guy. Alright, Vadim is his name. We can change that if we want to... Nook. Okay. And we can see his skills over here. Of course, we can still change him if we want to, but I can change a picture? Nope, I'm stuck with that guy. And there's my abilities we've already got set up also. Which, as we level up, we can grab, we can see, I mean, it's kind of massive here. We go into this way. And, yeah, it's a massive tree of things. But, let's go start the game up here, though. We are what? Retrograde? Muscle mass, the heavy endurance training, trash used in crafting is finite, raw force is infinite, and how did an individual? Everything's out to get you. Trust nobody. Okay. We're not much with technology or tinkering for sure, but we are a bit of, we got first aid skills, we got rifle skills, and a little bit of martial arts skills, and we're very lucky. Okay, we're going to go with easy mode. We got easy, normal, expert, and survival. We'll go with normal. Actually. Now, we got a long intro here, and... If I can skip it, I can. Let me explain what's happening. So, it's long and again, in the interest of seeing the gameplay, there is apparently this is a couple years after Atom RPG, and there is
You're sitting in a small clearing in front of a blazing campfire.
I'll explain in a second.
The autumn forest surrounds you, and it creaks peacefully in the dead of night. The air hangs heavy with the promise of snow and the beginning of winter. The fire crackles softly with the branches that you feed it, enchanted by the darting, dancing flames. Crackling wood and the hiss of boiling sap are the only sounds in your tiny campsite. With a sigh, you stretch your back and gaze over at your surprised guest. He's a short fellow, hunchbacked and raggedly dressed. He emerged from the tall trees about an hour ago and asked if he could warm his bones by the fire. Surprisingly, you disregarded your hard-earned knowledge of the wastes and agreed. Now, he's sitting on the opposite side of the fire, his face hidden in the shadows of a hood. His silence is unnerving. You begin to regret allowing the stranger into your camp. Maybe saying something would help ease the tension?
Alright, so I don't know how important it is that you've played Atom RPG to play this one. I'm assuming it's not that important because that'd be kind of a strange way of marketing this. But basically what's happening is post-apocalypse. There's, nuclear winter and what's the word? Everyone blows each other up with nukes. And we have survived. There's a few towns that have sort of come together, and we have a mission. We're setting out towards Trudograd to go grab some scientists and some sort of place to figure out how to fire this fancy weapon because there's an asteroid coming to destroy everything. So that's our mission, that's the goal, and that's the point of the game at the moment. Right now we are setting out on that expedition, and we're in camp, and this guy comes to talk with us. And he's creepy, and we can start singing, "Oh, many have I killed, how many left to bleed out their lives in the dust?"
You're hoping this weird song will frighten your mysterious companion into exhibiting better manners. Or maybe you just felt like singing. The man lifts his head and peers at you. At least you think he does. His face is still obscured by shadows. "Did you come here from afar?" he asks in a surprisingly soothing voice.
Nope, I'm a local.
"Well, if you say so." The man falls silent once more, but then throws a dry stick into the flames. Sparks fly up like a cloud of fireflies into the cold heavens as he asks, "Did you hear what happened in Krasnoznameni? It's a city to the west of here." You feel a strange urge to tell him the truth. Who knows why? Perhaps telling someone about your adventures will make them more real. Maybe even grant them some kind of meaning.
So I'm not really sure how this plays out if... Because I know with Adam RPG, you use like the game changes depending on what you do, your choices, and all that. And so I'm assuming if you play the game, then you can answer these correctly or whatever. I'm not sure if it comes into play later on or not. But let's say Adam took control of that town. It's theirs now.
Good old Adam. Guess those army boys got tired of riding in the backseat. Stranger adjusts his hood and sinks down into his tattered clothing. Say, you know what happened to that old bruiser Dan? Leader of the factory gang?
So we're in the middle of Russia here, and some old Texan came walking in. Dan's gone. No more factory gang.
Sad to hear that. Seems like the fate of Trudograd, that sweet little village's seal. The man shivers slightly. Silence reigns again for a while until a wolf's howl in the distance causes you to look around frantically. Danger lurks in every corner of the wastes, and it pays to be cautious. Why, then, did you so calmly choose to share your campfire with this odd fellow, a man you know nothing about? As if on cue, the stranger starts asking. As if on cue, the stranger speaks again. "And what happened in the trading hub? Paragon, do you know?"
It's doing well.
Glad to hear not all is lost in that corner of the wastes. The man stretches his arms up as if to pluck a low-hanging star. "Tell me, who did you share your travels with back then? I know it's kind of a personal question, but indulge me, please."
Fidel, Hexagon, or Alexander? No, I was alone.
The man nods and again gazes down into the fire. You take a drink from your water flask and hold it out to share. He shakes his head no. 5 hard minutes of silence follow until you've had your fill of waiting and guessing. You lean forward, focus exactly on the darkness within the man's cowl, and in a stern voice, ask,
Who am I talking to? Introduce yourself.
"Over the years, people have given me many different names," your guest states without emotion. "But isn't it true that names, like other words, have no intrinsic meaning? Words are senseless unless living people recall them and give them purpose. Thus, when we meet again, I will once more become nameless."
What? I don't get it.
Of its own accord, your companion's hood slides limply away. But its absence reveals not a human head, but a glowing, undulating sphere of crimson fire. A deadly star. You yelp aloud, for a moment willing yourself to run, but already the night has vanished, dissolved in the haunting red glow. Never again shall you be able to hide from the invisible gaze of your nightmarish guest. That gaze is cruel and indifferent, and the lands it oversees are barren, burnt down to nothing but ashes and splinters of stone. You are so entranced by the endless landscape of utter obliteration that at first you do not notice how your own body has started burning. You are ablaze on the inside, like a bunch of cinders twisted into human form. And the wild, frigid winds scatter your ashes across the surface of the dead earth.
Quite a nightmare. Alright, welcome to the game, finally. Where's my hat and where's my backpack? Speaking of, actually there's another intro movie that I skipped at the very beginning of this, which is actually really well done. But it was long again, and I skipped it for the, sake of all that. Hello. Take out the portal radio, you're giving it back a base, don the earpiece, and turn the dial. Sounds like HQ calling you confirm. Come in. Can you hear me? Yep, this is Nook, loud and clear. This is Vasily, communication specialist. Communication specialist Vasily? You hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Well, we have contact. Hey there, Nook, how's it going? Are you in Trudograd yet? Over. Yeah, I'm here. I guess I could lie if I wanted to, but I'm here. Now outskirts of town, I'm in an inn. I said a reply You produces a storm of white noise. Not gonna lie, I couldn't make out any of that, but I hope you're doing good. Just don't get in any trouble. Everyone on the base is rooting for you. As you know, we confiscated all of Mycelium's archives when our boys took Kraz. According to the data of the meteor, or meteorite, asteroid perhaps, let's call it Hesperus Star. According to their documents, this thing is on a collision course with Earth, this thing I was talking about earlier. Therefore, your mission is extremely important. Do I need to remind you of your objectives? No, I got it. I'll never forget them. Makes sense. Well, just don't forget them later on. Check your portable computer regularly. There's a digital journal in there and lots of personal information about you as well, in case you need a reminder of your identity or past. Also, yeah, or losing connection. Over and out. Okay. All right. So, my character, we can see all my stats and everything over here. I got abilities. There's what's the word? The talent tree in this game. My stats, of course, we have over here as well. And I think we have that's the main menu. My inventory here. We've got a breastplate we can pop on the old body. There we go. And I think it's pretty much all we got here. We've got a stimulant, looks like. We've got a knife in my hand. I've got some canned meat, some coffee, and some antidote. And there's a duffel bag on the ground, which I can actually pick up right now. There we go. So it's kind of a real-time kind of thing, and then we go into a turn-based sort of combat once we get into, well, combat. We can grab an empty glass. We'll grab a empty beer bottle. Sure. Pop the old hat on my head. And there we go. Now we got a, nice-looking hat. I don't know if this guy's good at picking locks or not, but the door is jammed. Left click. Yeah. Let's go and unlock. There we go. And we got, there's a rifle in there. Oh, nice. This wasn't, my last person I picked was a martial arts person, and I had, like, brass knuckles in here. And there's ammo, all kinds of stuff. I'll take all of it. I got a room key, which we can use. I can come over here and just unlock this thing. Okay, hop on out. Let me go get my, excuse me, ma'am, get my gun, which I guess is going to go right there, and then we'll go, we need this one, right? Is it loaded? I guess we'll find out. Now, again, this is a very open-ended kind of thing. We can just chat with anybody, basically. We can hop in other people's rooms and loot some stuff. It's very, very open-ended. There's books in there. Locked. Oh, I can't get that one open. Oh, because I'm not much of a lockpick person. Can I use, no. Right, shoot it open. What about this one? Hello. Who are you? Dandelion speaks with the clients. I don't get paid to talk. Well-dressed fellow with many rings and heavy gold. Chain. Looks like now as you clicks his tongue and gestures at nearby women. Oh. No, maybe some other time. Never. Okay, I see what's going on here. Let's go the other way. Yeah, let's go this way. Alright. Hey, lady with broom. How are you? Lee looks at you intensely, shakes her head with regret, and returns to her cleaning activities. What's going on? What do you mean? Please don't interrupt my work. She pouts and turns away from you. Dialogue you tried goes nowhere. Alright, right then. Alright. But now we could be a sweet talker, and maybe that would add some dialogue there. We got the main guy over here. Hey, buddy. Mind me walking around with my gun out. Come to the innkeeper. Hey, dear comrade, how do you sleep? Bedbugs didn't bite. Well, they did a little bit. A grin appears on the man's face. He flails his arms into the air and shakes his head. 1,000 apologies. I'll ask staff to change your sheets this instant. How embarrassing. He smacks himself on the forehead as if remembering something. You should not worry about the bedbugs anymore, I swear, but I wanted to warn you about something. When you decided to go to sleep the other day, a certain man inquired about you. So? I don't know. He was asking whether I knew you. I told him you were here for the first time ever. I think he was just distracted by your looks and equipment. Experienced adventurers are quite a sight for us simpletons. A rare sight, too. Where is he now? I don't know. He saw him a couple times in the outskirts, but I'm afraid he doesn't come here often. Was he spying on me? He was sitting at one of the tables when you came in yesterday, but such a sneaky fellow. Told me to call him Pencil. I believe that's not his real name, though. Thanks for the warning. Don't worry about it. Inquisitive citizen. Yeah. Like you want a food or drink. Souvenirs? What you got? Glad you asked. I'm selling these medallions with views of the city engraved in the metal. It's an amazing way to show the Trudograd is really this capital city of the wastes. I only have a few left, but soon another collection will be for sale. Okay. I'd rather go now. Sorry you couldn't stay a while and listen. Could you stay a while and listen? No, leave me alone. Alright, now one of the things I looked at earlier on also is this guy over here. I won't play this, but I'll show you. Got an old man in the city. Well, welcome to the place, you know. Would you like to play a little bomber gun match? Tell me more of this bomber gun. Popular card game in Trudograd. Cultural legacy. Created by Zores Simonov. Gifted caricaturist. Northern fiddlers around with the rummy and poker. Primitive games of chance. Wise men play this game. Yeah, let's play it. So, like other games that have other games within them, we've got a card game. I won't play it, but look at that. Check that out. Well, anyway. Very nice, man. That guy's been smoking a lot. We can go back into the kitchen or whatever, but you know what? Let's go, where's the front door? There it is. Let's get out of here. Hey, buddy. Who are you? Slight drunken man is looking around condescendingly at other patrons. Seeing you, he spits the toothpick he was absently choosing. Salut. Are you here on business or just looking around the city? I'm on business. Look at you. I'm here on business too, promoting my book series. Oh yeah? What's your name? My name is Casalibian. Be sure to remember it. When I achieve fame and glory, you'll be bragging to all your friends about how we once met. Glory doesn't just come to you. What are you waiting in this tavern for? Doubtful looks and shrugs. Apparently less than convincing. I better go. I don't care about your book. But yeah, there's a ton of dialogue that we could go through and lore and all that kind of stuff. But I think there's some chickens over. Can I go? I'm just curious. Just curious. Let's go look inside here real quick. This may anger the town and may come out and kill me, but I want to see if I can shoot a chicken real quick. Just in the interest of showing off combat, we'll call it. What is that? Ooh, bunny fur. Take it. Nothing in there. Anything over here? A couple bricks. Could be a melee weapon. No, I don't think I need to do that. Ooh, toilet paper. Sure, I'll take some of that. Oh man, I'm a jerk. Leaving the place empty. Alright. Pull out the old gun. There we go. There is combat. So it plays in like a turn-based sort of faction. And, we're good. I think I go out of combat with... Turn that off and then just I don't need to kill anymore. Anything on him? Oh. I hope we didn't anger the town. Anyone coming this way? I don't think so. I think we're good. Okay. Still in turn-based mode, but we're just going to keep on walking here. And I'm worried about killing all these chickens, but I think maybe if I hit in, we get out of it. No? Right. You chickens. Look. I just wanted to shoot one of you. I was just curious, okay? Just real curious. There's my health there, 96 hit points. I'm a bit hungry. I'm a bit cold. Whoops. Okay. There we go. We out of it now. Okay. I'll take some chicken meat. There we go. And my inventory's full now. Alright, let's go now. You watch it, you chickens. Alright. Let's go over here. Let's head out of town here. Alright. Oh, we got a card game here? Is that what's going on here? Hey, buddy. I don't mind my knife in my hand. Mysterious gray-haired man skillfully juggling an entire deck of cards in the air. So beautifully executed, it leaves you stunned for at least half a minute. Come closer, the magician shoots you a piercing look. Quickly assembles his cards back into the deck and then, without looking, draws 4 of them. Shows you they're all 10s and pats his pocket. Trickster is clearly telling you that he'll show you a special trick for 40 rubles. Alright, come on, dazzle me. Clapping his hands thrice, the magician shuffles the deck and gestures you. Pick a card. Draw a king of the hearts. As you return the deck, he throws your card high above his head, appearing out of nowhere. A falcon snatches it up, lets out a single high-pitched shriek, and vanishes into the sky. Strudar's gestures with a magical wand, snaps his fingers and gestures you to feel behind your ear. By the nine hells, with your mouth wide open, and you find a card. You take the card in disbelief, and you see that it's the King of Hearts. Wow, that's pretty fancy. I gotta run. As you turn to leave, a fat man who's been watching the performance runs from afar up to you. He points his arm around you and pulls you aside, eyeing the performer suspiciously. Listen up, buddy. Help an aspiring magician out. Yeah, what do you want? This is about Amadeus Teleroff, the one who tricked you just paid to see. I've been watching him for God knows how long, trying to figure out his secret to his signature trick, one he calls the Infinite Regalia. Alright, what's that to do with me? This Teleroff is a weird guy. You're only allowed to watch him perform his trick once. That's the rule. I saw it myself and didn't quite get the very last part, but maybe you can. I'll give you 100 rubles. That's how much it cost me to see his trick. And then you'll tell me what you saw. Why? Card tricks and sleight of hand are my passion. I even left my job to become a famous magician. Problem is, though, I know a lot of secrets of the trade. None of them are going to make me famous. If I knew how to perform the Infinite Regalia, then I could get hired anywhere. Come on, do it. Here's the money. All right. Here's 100. I'll pay another 100 even more when you tell me what his secret is. Remember, ask Amadeus to show you the trick called Infinite Regalia. Then all you have to do is figure out how he does it, and then I, the great Arthur Penkin, become a real master of magic. Okay. I want to see Infinite Regalia.
The man takes your money and with a smile rubs his hands together as if anticipating your reaction to his magnificent trick. He takes off his coat to reveal a thin white shirt, probably to show you that he has nothing hidden up his sleeves. He passes you the coat and you tuck it under your left arm. Then the magician shows you a sealed deck of cards and points at your forehead as if asking you to imagine a card. Any card. The card you imagine is a Jack of Diamonds. Amadeus then takes 2 more decks from his pants pocket, opens all 3, mixes all the cards together, and starts shuffling them in the most entertaining and skillful of ways.
Okay, we'll closely observe his technique, using
No
our
matter
gambling
how
skill.
hard you focus, the entertainer's motions are too quick to follow. Perhaps Telerov's masterful trick can only be understood by another professional magician.
Okay, attempt to memorize. Show my lack of enthusiasm. You're pretty good. Slow it down for me.
The magician laughs at your words,
No,
all
of
the
course
while
not.
shuttling the cards from hand to hand in a blur. With inhuman dexterity, he throws the cards into the air and catches them one by one, or drops them in a cascade into a hand behind his back. He spits cards from his mouth, pulls them from his pants, from behind your ears, from your boots, and even from your nostrils. In the midst of this card storm, a loud cackling sounds from somewhere above. A huge raven flies down from the cloudy sky, clutching yet another card in his black beak. With a raucous caw, the bird spits it out, and it falls directly into the magician's outstretched palm. He smugly displays the card, and it's an ace of diamonds. Unfortunately, not the card you imagined.
I'm going to silently wait for the show to continue.
The seemingly devastated magician stares sheepishly down at his feet, hides the ace of diamonds, and gestures for you to return his coat. You try to do just that, but the very blood freezes in your veins as you realize you no longer are holding the man's coat. Instead, there's a pile of loose cards pinned under your arm. As you raise your hands in amazement, they all drop to the ground, face up. Every card in that pile is a Jack of Diamonds.
No, he's not going to give me an explanation. I will praise him.
You try to speak, but instead choke and cough up a Jack of Diamonds, which somehow got into your mouth. You give a shudder and a huge stack of cards atop your head drops with a flutter at your feet. Of course, all of these cards is a Jack of Diamonds too. You indistinctly jump back as the cards burst into flames for no reason whatsoever. The flames die as quickly as they flared up, leaving nothing but ashes. Shocked to your core, you look frightfully up at the magician, only to notice that he's wearing his coat, as if he had never taken it off in the first place.
That's quite the trick, but why call it infant regalia?
Amadeus Telerov shrugs his shoulders, as if there's no answer to your question, but his sly eyes are shining like gemstones in the reddish light of the morning star.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. Where'd he go? Is that you? Sorry. I can't figure it out. Lets out a loud moan and buries his face in his hands. I've heard the same answer before, but from at least 20 other people I hired, just like you, squandering my last kopecks. What's this trick all about? Why is it important? So impossible to crack? Why am I going to ask him myself? I'm sick of waiting. If he's willing to explain it to me, great. If not, so be it. Why didn't you just do that in the first place? You gonna ask him? Hey, can you hear me? What's your secret? How do you do it? He's not gonna tell you. Oh, Amadeus. Oh, are you answering him? No, of course not. He doesn't say things. Let's get out of here. Hey, buddy. Aging woman with a cigarette. Her teeth is warming her hands by a flaming barrel. Eyeing the passerby with predatory gaze. Look at the little mice go. Goody two-shoes prudes. When you're drunk, you come crawling around to make sweet love to Lady Daisy. When you're sober, you suddenly go blind. From a cigarette and wheezes out a cough of dark gray smoke. Howdy ho, sailor. Looking for some hot lovin'? Not gonna lie, I'm not. Too bad. Now you know where to find someone who's always ready, always willing. Okay, nod and leave. Alright, thanks. That was sure nice of you. So my abilities, I think gambling, there it is. So I'm not much of a gambler. I guess if I was, then maybe I'd be able to follow that trick. But yeah, that ain't me. I'm hungry, aren't I? Is that what that said? I'm cold and I'm cold resistance and I'm hunger. There's my 2 quests that I've got here. Which we've got the railgun we have to go find, which thing's supposed to be able to shoot out the thing out of the sky. And we have the missing professor we also have to find somewhere around here. Here's the town map. And do I have a global map? Yeah, here we go. So we're in the outskirts. We're going to make sure that way. And there's a little bit of hunger that I've got. Which I should be able to eat right now, actually. Can I have some raw chicken? Probably not. A little bit toxic. I got some toilet paper I can eat. Oh, a bomber gun deck. Nice. There's a biscuit. I will eat a biscuit. There we go. Here at 0, but it should give me my hunger back, I think. Yeah. Who's this guy walking around over here? Looks like we're at a market. What do we do? Is that guy? What's wrong with him? I see ways to entertain myself. Okay. Greetings, mister. I'm almost sold out, but maybe you'll find something you like among my wares. Yeah, what you got? No bartering for me. Okay, what you got? Oh, you have welding helmets. You have an old gas mask. You have an alarm clock. Okay. I don't need any of these things. Gunpowder. Alright. Nope. Leave me alone. Okay, let's go talk with the guy and his dog up here. Hello, sir. Short stature, nervously jumping in place. Negligent hound, good for nothing, not even for supper. Really? I think he looks delicious. Don't creep up on people like that. And no, you can't eat my dog. It cost me an arm and a leg, although I'm starting to think he wasn't worth it. I'm an animal trainer. Want me to help? Gives me a skeptical look. I guess you can give it a try. His name's Haitian. Sea cucumber in your tongue. Perhaps you will succeed where I failed. If you do not, you have my permission to put it down. It's a deal. Can we chat first? Yeah. No. Discuss the results of my dog training. Okay. I'll try some new techniques. Wait here. Hey, doggy. Woof. Well, Heisen, what do you think of this little workout? Goes cross-eyed and gives a little whimper. I'll start some simple commands. Stares blankly at you. It's the best approach for teaching him basic commands. So we, what am I good at? I don't remember what my stats are. I think I'm a good... Oh, luck. Say the command and hope the dog gets it. Success! You're in luck. The dog apparently chose today to start listening to humans. He sits, lies down at the next command, as soon as anticipating what you want as you're saying it. Alright, what's next? Goes cross-eyed, gives a little whimper. Stay by your master's side. Can you be on my side? Can I take his dog? Unleash the dog, and he happily runs away. Obviously, you need to teach the animal to stay by his master's side. I'm going to go with luck again. Oh, we did it again. Perhaps the dog is smarter than he seems, but he figures out the come command instantly. Next. Bark when you see strangers. Okay, luck again. Oh, there we go. One of the goofy tricks works. Angry growl. Hoisin starts pawing at the ground. Wonderful. Talking about everything a dog should know. Perhaps you're imagining it, but the smiling mutt looks grateful for your instruction. Take him to the side for one. Take him to one side for some inexplicable reason. Teach him how to pull the pin of a grenade. What? What? Okay. Some more gestures and charts drawn in the snow. Explain to the dog that next time he sees Master with a grenade, he should pull the pin with his teeth. Why would I teach him? Okay. I better go. Hey, buddy. Let's talk about his training. I'm done. Your dog's as a new person. You see, you have driven some sense into this hound. As a token of my gratitude, here's 30 renminbi. Hey, don't pull that sour face. I'll pay the sum in rubles, of course. Let's see. It's 300 rubles, I guess. Your dog is wilder than most wolves I've encountered. Taming it was a heroic feat. I deserve more. No. All respect, you don't. Okay. I'll take your money. Alright. Here we go. And I realize we're at 30 minutes already, so I'm going to have to call it a day here. Even though we barely got anywhere. Guy by the car. Can I leave the zone here? No. I probably have to find a reason to leave the zone. Like this guy with a car. Anyway, we're going to call it a day. So, thanks again for watching. This is Trudograd. It is over on Steam as of yesterday, and I'll have links and all that stuff below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.